Welcome to Hiatus Week 2. Even while I'm taking some time off, I wanted to continue showing up for you and pursuing my passion, which is to help people break free from societal norms and rethink everything they know about relationships. I truly believe there's a new paradigm for relationships being birthed, one grounded in the concept and foundations of relationship diversity. So, to keep the conversations alive, I've taken a look back at my 2 years of episodes and noticed some exciting themes emerging. Each week during my hiatus, I'll post a specially curated playlist of episodes centered on a specific topic. Then you'll find links to those episodes in the show notes to help you dive deeper into areas that might resonate with where you are in your journey. Let's continue exploring, growing, and embracing the expansiveness of relationship diversity together. Before we dive into this week's theme, I wanted to share an exciting opportunity for polyamorous folks to explore somatic therapy in a magical, intimate retreat setting. Over 20 years ago, when I first started exploring an open relationship, I was overwhelmed by emotions and insecurities, especially around my body in comparison to others. Even though I was the one who wanted this dynamic, I struggled deeply. My thoughts reassured me I was enough. My partner told me I was beautiful, but my gut and heart ached in ways I couldn't ignore. It wasn't until I found body-based or somatic therapy that I began to shift my experience permanently. This approach gave me tools to honor my body's wisdom and heal in ways traditional talk therapy never could, learning how to truly listen to what my body was telling me. That's why I'm so thrilled to tell you about the upcoming retreat led by Dedeker Winston of the Multi-Amory podcast and dance movement therapist Orit Krug. This is a somatic therapy retreat for polyamorous folks on the mythical island of Crete from March 31st to April 3rd, 2025. In this retreat, you'll learn body-based approaches for navigating relationship conflict, find new ways to move through intense emotions like jealousy or NRE, connect with others who understand the unique challenges of poly relationships, all in a beautiful natural setting with all accommodations and meals included. Sliding scale pricing is available, and they keep the retreats small in size, which means that slots are limited and early applications are encouraged. A common theme in many of my other episodes is how education and community are essential when exploring a non-traditional relationship design. This checks all those boxes and so much more. So if you're navigating the complexities of relationships, want tools to connect with your body in a loving, small, intimate group, this is the experience for you. Visit multiamory.com/retreat to learn more and apply. That's multiamory.com/retreat. And now onto this week's theme, which is relationship with self. I'm starting here before diving into other relationship structures because I believe this is the most important relationship you have. When you cultivate the relationship with yourself, you're better able to identify, understand, and communicate your needs, wants, and desires. The first episode in this playlist is episode 5, your number one relationship, the relationship with self. This is the first episode I talk about the importance of cultivating a healthy, loving relationship with self. Our society tells us that we'll find our happiness outside of ourselves, through our relationships, careers, and overall life. We hear that when we have a great relationship, we can finally be happy. However, the empowering truth is that it's actually the other way around. When we cultivate the relationship with ourselves and find acceptance, compassion, and love internally, it begins to show up in our world through our relationships, careers, and overall life. This episode explains this concept and why it's so important. The next episode I'm going to tag is episode 6, How Do I Get to Know Myself? In this episode, I give ideas about how you can begin cultivating the relationship with yourself. When you are your most intimate relationship, you're more aware of your true thoughts, ideas, and feelings. This allows you to be your authentic self in your other relationships, which is imperative to move into a more conscious, intentional experience. The next episode I'm going to tag is episode 14. Is it selfish to love yourself? In this episode, I look at the idea of selfishness versus selfless. When is it beneficial to be selfless? And when is it important to be selfish? If you forego your own health, mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual, for someone else's, you begin to experience a life lived for everyone else except yourself, which inevitably becomes a life lived for others while betraying yourself. This episode explores this concept to help you in your own inquiry. The next episode I'm excited to include in this playlist is one of my favorites, episode 118, Let's Be Real with Our Relationship Experiences, Wisdom from Evita La Vida Loca Sawyers. I'm including this episode with this theme because Evita's book, Polyamory Devotional, 365 Daily Reflections for the Consensually Non-Monogamous, is so much about the relationship with self and self-inquiry as part of relational fulfillment. Her daily journal prompts encourage and support the relationship with self through awareness and honesty. Happy listening, and remember to stay curious.